Hi 112. Here's our last read aloud of the week. Happy Friday, by the way. So, you've already learned about winter, spring, summer, and you can probably guess that today's main topic is fall. Another name for fall is autumn. Okay, and for today's read aloud, you're going to need this note catcher. We've got 3 questions that you'll have to write down your answers today to help you get a little practice with your writing and comprehension. Okay. Remember, if you weren't able to print this or pick it up at school, then you can write your answers in a notebook. Okay, so I've already taught you that different places around the world experience different seasons. So on a cold day here, it could be a very hot day somewhere else. Or on a rainy day here, it could be a sunny day somewhere else. So remember that. And then also remember that the seasons move in a cycle. So that means they repeat themselves over and over again. So we call the first season winter. So they go winter, spring, summer, fall. Winter, spring, summer, fall. And these are the 4 seasons we have in 1 year. Okay, so we'll have the season of winter once in 1 year, spring once in 1 year, summer in 1 year, and fall in 1 year, and then it'll be a new year and it'll start all over again. Okay, and for the season of autumn or fall, the fall months are September, October, and November. Okay, so listen carefully to learn more about today's main topic, which is autumn. And here's our pen pal Annie again. Dear kindergartners, eventually the warm weather of summer ends and autumn begins. Kids are back in school in autumn. Autumn officially starts in the middle of September and includes the months of October and November. Okay, that's your first question right away. It says, name the months of autumn. Write them down. Pause the video if you need to. By autumn, the air becomes cooler than it was during the scorching or very hot summer months. It might still feel warm on some early autumn days, but there's a slight chill or cold feeling in the air at night. And by the end of autumn, it can be really cold during the day and night. As autumn progresses or moves forward, the days get shorter and shorter. The sun rises just a little bit later and sets just a little bit earlier each day. By October in Washington, D.C., many of the trees' leaves don't look so green anymore. During autumn, most of the leaves on the trees turn from green to bright yellow, orange, red, or brown. It's so beautiful. Last autumn, my family took a trip to the mountains near Washington, D.C. to enjoy the colors. The air was so cool and crisp, and we had a great time. Look at this picture from our trip. The forests, as far as the eye can see, are bright with fiery color. Within a few weeks after the leaves of so many trees turn different colors, deciduous trees begin to shed or lose their leaves. That's why another name for autumn is fall, because autumn is when the leaves of deciduous trees fall to the ground. So remember a long time ago we learned that there's 2 types of trees. One is evergreen trees, and those are like Christmas trees, and those stay green all year long and they don't lose their leaves. But then we also learned about deciduous trees. Those are the ones where the leaves change colors and they fall off the tree. The grass is soon covered with a blanket of brown leaves. Do the leaves change color and fall off the trees where you live? If they do, you can do the same thing that the kids in my neighborhood do. We rake up all the leaves into one enormous pile and then jump on it just for fun. The leaves make a soft, crunchy cushion. Okay, your next question says, what changes do you notice as summer progresses into autumn? So as the hot summer days turn into autumn days, how does it change outside? What's different? Write it down. And to write in a complete sentence, you could say, the changes are, and then tell what the changes are. Okay? If you travel for a few hours outside Washington, D.C., you will start to see farms. Autumn means harvest time for farmers. It's hard work being a farmer. All summer, farmers have been caring for their plants while they grow, watering them and making sure the weeds and bugs of summer do not ruin them. Autumn is the time to gather the fruits and vegetables in the fields. When they've harvested their crops, the farmers all get together for a really fun event, the county fair. My family goes every year to the nearest county fair, and it's incredible. The farmers all bring their best vegetables and animals to show off how good they are at growing vegetables and raising farm animals. I took this picture of the pumpkin at last year's county fair. The fair's judges had already come by and judged them. Which pumpkins do you think the judges liked best? How do you know? I wouldn't get so excited about the fair if it were only about food, fruits and vegetables. There are lots of fun rides and all kinds of foods, from cotton candy to corn dogs. Some people also take their chances playing games to win stuffed animals. Once I won a gigantic teddy bear. By early November, the air outside gets chilly in Washington, D.C. Sometimes the skies are clear and sunny, while other days are gray and cloudy. The wind blows more than it did during the summer. The autumn wind sends dry, crunchy leaves whirling and twirling through the streets and parks and whispers that winter is coming soon. In late November, as the autumn season is gradually winding to a close, comes one of the most important holidays in the United States, Thanksgiving. On this day, people in the United States like to gather with their families and friends. In my family, my grandparents and cousins and uncles and aunts from all over travel to have Thanksgiving dinner together. I always look forward to a great feast of turkey, stuffing, potatoes, rolls, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie for dessert. Then my cousins and I play football in the yard. Okay, that's your last question for today. It says, name a holiday that takes place during the autumn season. So you could say, in autumn, we celebrate what? Write it down. Thanksgiving is very close to the end of autumn in Washington, D.C. By that time, the trees are bare, the leaves are raked, and the air starts to feel very cold, especially at night. Once the trees look like this, you know that autumn is nearing an end and that it will soon be winter. We are once again at the beginning of the cycle of the seasons. Now we've talked about every season and their different characteristics. What will I tell you about next? You'll just have to wait and see. Your friend, Annie. Okay, so here's a good picture to show you that the seasons move as a cycle. Tucker. Sorry guys, my dog is in the video. Sit. So the seasons are winter, spring, summer, and fall. Okay? And here's some more questions for you to answer. What is the main topic or main idea of today's lesson? Okay. And which season is your favorite season of the year? Why is it your favorite? All right, that's the end of our last read aloud for this week. I'll see you guys on Monday.